Hello student, today our topic is belong to a probability. We need to define conditional probability. What is a conditional probability? They will give us a condition. We have to take away that condition and find the probability. Before that, to find a conditional, I can explain you one example. For example, like that. If you have a bag, and in a bag there are some marbles. Marbles could be a different colors. If I showing in here, this is our bag, and they are saying in this bag we have red marble, we have green marbles, we have blue marbles, and we have a black marbles. So in here how many red marbles are in there? If I write down in here, they said that there are 6 red marbles. Then we can say that this is 1 marble, 2nd marble, 3rd marble, 4 marble, 5 marble, and 6 marbles. Yeah. And how many green marbles in there? We have 5 green marbles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And how many blue marbles in there? We have 5 blue marbles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And how many black marbles we got in here? We got 4 black marbles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now you can see in here how many, this is our bag, how many total in our one bag, total marbles in a bag. We have, when we counted, we have to add all marbles in here, the 6, 5, 5 and 4. We got total is 20 marbles. So now if they are saying the conditional probability, in if they said that one condition, in the first pickup the person picking 2 marbles, 1 marble at a one time and the second marble after a second time. If they are pick in a 1 marble, for example, 1 marble out of 20, if they say red or green or blue or black, you have to define. If they say that, if I write down in red marble at a first time, we need to find out 2 marbles, 2 red marbles are picking. If it said that the red marble and 1 time and the red marble and the second time picking up, if they're finding a probability of a red 1 time, then you can see how many total are there. We got total 20. If we are finding the probability of that one, so total is 20. How many red are picking 1 time? If they are picking 1 time out of 20, but we don't know is that red one or is that one or is that one, is that one, is that one, is that one, but they said that is a 1 marble, so we can say that probability of 6 out of 20. if they said that the two red marbles are picking, so red and red, that's the second. If the two red marbles are picking in here, when you see in the first thing, if you pick one red out of that one, if the one is gone, one red is gone out of that one, because we don't know which red we are selecting, we're just taking one out, and then we have a 6 possible reds, so then there will be a 6 out of 20. If the one is gone, so how many total left then? How many total left? One is gone. How many total left is 19. If the one red is gone, how many total red is left? Is a 5. So we can say that 6 over 20 times second will be a 5 over 19. So 1 should be reduced out of that bag. Same thing if they are asking, if the one marble is out and they are not saying any specific color, then it should be a 1 out of that one. So you can say that 1 out of 20, and the second go, how many remaining in there inside is going to be a 19. So then 1 also out of a 19. So when we are using a conditional, then we can make a tree diagram out of that conditional and find out what condition there has been given in there. So now if we are going to our example, so then we will see if we are going our example. They said that a fair 8-sided dice is rolled. So given that the outcome is even, given that the outcomes is even, what is the probability that the dice shows first part they are saying for 7 and the second part is for 4. Now you can see in here a fair 8-sided dice. Fair means all sides are even, just like a 6-sided or 4-sided or 2-sided, depends on it. Fair means everyone has the same chances. In the fair 8-sided, if it's 8-sided means, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 sides. But their condition is given. Outcomes. These are our total outcomes for 8-sided. But the condition they given is even. Even means we need to select even numbers out of that 8. So 2 is a even, 4 is a even, 6 is a even, and 8 is a even. So how many total outcomes of that thing? We got total outcomes of that is 4 now. If they hasn't said even, then we can say these are our total outcomes are 8. But they said that even, so we only have to select even numbers. So 2, 4, 6 and 8. These are our outcomes. So first part they said that 7. So what should be the probability of 7 then? What is the probability of 7? Is any 7 in this form? No, so we can say that 0 chances. We have 0 chances out of that total outcome. So 0 over, we can say the 4, which is over obviously gonna be 0. This is our first answer. Second, what is the probability of a 4 in this? How many totals? 4. How many 4s comes? 1. So probability of 4 is 1 chance out of 4 chances. So this is our answer. That condition, they gave us a condition in that one. So now we are moving our next one. And the question says that a bag contains 5 red counters and 10 blue counters. 5 red and 10 blue counters. One counter is taken out at random . Taken at random. So this question linked to our first example, which we have done before that. At random means they can select any one of them randomly, because they don't know they're going to be selected red one or they're going to be selected the blue one. That's mean at random. And the color recorded. When you take any out of red one or blue one from a bag, you don't know which one is it, you just pick one out of that one and you have to record which color you have selected. So the first counter is not replaced. When you take the first counter not replaced, this is the condition. Now they say the first counter is not replaced, that condition comes up if you select it. How many total? If you say that, first I write down the whole question and then write it down. The second counter is taken out of random and the color recorded. Work out the probability that both counters are red. One counter is obviously taken. Secondly, second counter is taken at random and the color recorded. Work out the probability that both counters are red. So now we are going to the answer. The condition, you can say that they have to record one counter taken and second counter taken and the first counter not replaced. That condition has been given. So now if we are draw, because they said that a bag contained 5 red and 10 blues. If I make a bag like this is our bag. So this has said 5 red and 10 blues counters in there. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many blues are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these are our total counters in a bag. So how many totals counter in a bag? So total counter in a bag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and up to 15. We have 15 counter, but we need to find out the probability of both are red. Both counters should be red. If you take one counter you have to record it. If you're taking one counter out of, because of both gonna be red, the first go one counter taken which is red. So how many total red were in there? We don't know which red we are selecting, but we have to select one out of that. So when we are finding probability of both red, that means 5 out of 15 times. If you take one counter out, so how many red remaining then? 4 red remaining. If you take one counter out of total, how many total left then? 14. So the second counter when you take out of red, there are going to be 4 possible chances out of 14. Then you have to multiply and find out exactly what answer. You can simplify that one. So 5 ones are 3, 4, 2 are 7. So that becomes 2 over 21. This is the answer. So how we are using our conditional probability? According to that one, they give us a condition and we have to see in the question what question says that. If we understand about the question, then we can solve our question according to that one, and then our answer gonna be right. Now I'm moving another one which we can show our tree diagram according to our conditional probability. And the question says that Chris keeps all his clean socks in a bag. There are 10 black and 6 white socks in the bag. In the bag. Yeah, we can use different color instead of there is 10, we can say that green, and 6 blue. That's gonna be easy to understand. He takes out 2 socks from the bag at random. He takes 2 socks from a bag at random and puts them on without looking. So yeah, I put them on without looking. So one thing, the question says that first thing, draw a tree diagram. That's the first thing, to show all the possible outcomes. To show all possibles. Outcomes for the colors of each socks. For the colors of each socks and probabilities. So use the tree diagram, the second part. So they said that use a tree diagram and find out the probability which is wearing a matching pair. The first thing, a matching pair. And the second one black and one white. And one white, but we have gave different name. So we can say that one green and one blue. And one blue. So now we have to draw a tree diagram according to Davon. They has gave us 2 colors. One is a green and one is a blue. And the secondly, what condition can be formed in here? So now we can say that first of all, same thing we need to apply key. Which key should be in here? The key shows in here, and the green for stand G and a blue for stand B. So now in here we have to draw so we can say that this is our first sock, and then after that one again we have to move. This is our second socks. So now we are moving with a green and a blue. We have to say that green, this is green, this is green. If this is a blue, this is blue, and this is blue. Now you can see we have two colors. One is the first socks is green out of that one. So what is the probability of a green should be? So our total, you can say that, what is our total? Total 10 and 6, we got 16 our total. Total we have a 16. What is the probability of a green out of 16? So we can say that 10 green socks out of 16. This is our first. And when you select one socks is green, then what is the second probability of that one? So 1 is taken, so how many left? 9. 1 is taken, how many left total? 15. So the second one will be 9 out of 15. Same thing in here. If you take green first, already green has gone, and how many blues total are? We got 6 blues, so 6 out of 15. So in here we got 6 out of 16. If one is gone, blue is gone, so but greens, how many are there? 10. So 10 out of 15. So one blue goes, one blues go also, that becoming 5 out of 15. So how many chances should be in there when we write down our outcomes, total outcome? If we draw our total outcomes, so how we can write down in here our total outcomes? If we remove that one and then make another one which is gonna be more clear. This is our first socks. This is our second socks, and you can say that in our out comes, and then after outcomes, so we have to find out the probabilities. Right, so we need to write down in here, so that becomes green, green, and green. So what is the probability of green? We need to write down. Total was 10 greens in there, and total outcomes is 16. So 10 out of 16, and one green is go, so 9 out of 15 left. And then we go here, blue, blue, and blue. Blue was 6 out of 16, and blue goes, so how many blues left? So 5 out of 15. In here, how many blues left? Blue was 6, so 6 out of 15. So how many green we got there? 10 out of 15, because one has already gone, so then it's called as a conditional one. So now we can see in here what is the outcome of that. The outcome is green, green, the outcome is green and blue, and the outcome is blue and green and blue and blue. So green, so 10 out of 16 times 9 out of 15. Green, that. So that becomes 10 out of 16 times. What is the blue is 6 out of 15. And then 6 out of 16 times 5 out of 15. So green is 10 out of 15. 10 out of 15. We can work out to find out our probabilities in here. We can see if we can divide. So we can divide and simplify that one. So now you can see in here. So that becomes 9 times 3 and 5. 5 times 2, 2 times 8. So we becoming 3 out of 8. In here 3 times 2, 3 times 5, 5 times 2, 2 times 8, on 2 times 1 and 4. So 1 out of 4. This is the probability. Just simplification, so we can cancel that one. So 6, 10, yeah, this is also 1 out of 4. In here 5, 3, 3 twos and 2's 8. So 1 out of 8. So these are our probabilities. If you add all the probabilities, so we will get 1, that value. What was the questions? So now I can remove that one. So now the question was saying, what is the probability of matching pairs? Matching pairs. The matching pairs is the first probability. Probability of matching pairs. Matching pairs are both green and both blues. So probability of green plus probability of blue. So we need to add these values. 3 over 8, add 1 over 8. So simplify that one. 8, 3, add 1, which is 4 over 8, which is 1 over 2. This is the probability of that one. Secondly, they said that so one white, so probability of, need to find out 1 green and 1 blue. So what are the two chances? Green blue or blue green. So we can say the probability of blue green and probability of green blue. So we need to add 1 quarter, 1 quarter. So 2 quarters, which is 1 over 2. These are the answer. So I hope you understand that part. So we will make some more lesson according to exam based questions. If you need any more help, just write down in the comments, and thank you.